Should you buy the Ninja CREAMi? So this is the Ninja CREAMi, and I have here some vanilla protein ice cream that I have made. And so with the Ninja CREAMi, you make the ice cream and you freeze it. And then once it is frozen, you use the machine to process it. So gonna put it in here. And then this top here, if you look, it has this little, that actually holds this in. This is the paddle that goes down and spins inside of the ice cream. So now that that's there, I'm gonna lock that on nice and tight. Then I'm gonna put this in. Now that I've got it locked, you can see everything lit up. Because this is protein ice cream, I'm going to use the light ice cream. And I warn you, this is loud, okay? So it's almost done at this point. You can see the indicator. There's four lines that let you know how far in the process it is. All right, so like I said, it is definitely a very loud machine. Definitely don't want to be doing this if you have a sleeping baby in the house. But once you have put it through the process, you press the button here on the side, and then you press this button to turn the top off. So I did not let this defrost at all. So if you see, and this is something that I didn't know when I first bought this, so I thought I had some bad thoughts about it originally until I did some research. If you see, it looks very, very crumbly. Not at all like creamy ice cream. And the reason for this is, number one, I didn't let it defrost, but the protein ice cream that I make tends to do this. So I end up adding in just a little bit of milk. So I just added a couple teaspoons of milk. Then I'm going to put the top back on. And I'm going to reprocess it. But this time, instead of doing the light ice cream, I am going to do the respin button here at the bottom. So here we go, and I will see you when it is done. All right, so it has finished the respin. And I now have a whole entire pint of super creamy ice cream. So if I wanted to add some mix-ins into it, I could do that. And actually, my family, we have a bunch of these containers with, these are mini peanut butter M&Ms. We also have mini M&Ms, toffee, a couple of other candy style mix-ins like crushed Oreos, things like that. But I am not going to be adding anything in today. However, if I did, I would add them in. I would set it all back up, and instead of doing respin, I would do mix in, and that would mix in the M&Ms at a much slower rate so it doesn't chop them all up into little itty bitty bits. But this is all I wanted for now, just the plain vanilla. So I'm going to scoop a little bit out into my bowl here. And then something else that is important that I was not aware of when I first bought this, make sure that you smooth down the top so that it's somewhat level. Just easier said than done when I'm, there we go. So as you can see, it's now nice and smooth. I'm going to pop my top back on and pop this back in the freezer so that it can refreeze. And then tonight, tomorrow, whenever I'm in the mood for some vanilla protein ice cream again, I can just start this process over again and remix it, and it'll go from frozen solid like it was at the beginning into the nice, smooth, creamy ice cream again. So that is the Ninja CREAMi. The only downside to me is that it's really loud. The upside is that you can make healthier versions of ice cream here at home. And it does have multiple settings. You can do regular ice cream, you can do sorbet, you can do smoothie bowls, gelato, milkshake. So my family loves this. We use it on a regular basis. We bought extra pints, extra tops, so that we can all have our own mixture ready to go in the freezer whenever we're in the mood. And then as for cleaning, it is super simple and easy to clean. I can run a hot cup of water, just like it is a pint, to clean some of the other pieces, but this piece, the one that gets the dirtiest, I pop the center piece out and I put both of these in my dishwasher. This I put in the top, and then this I just throw in my silverware rack and run it through the dishwasher. So if you're in the market for a Ninja CREAMi, definitely consider getting this. They do have a deluxe version, which uses a larger pint and has a couple more options. It allows you to just mix up like the top half of a pint or just the bottom half. But this version, the non-deluxe version, works perfectly for my family.